And question. There are two main reasons that I would like to attribute the predicament we find ourselves in. Having leaders that are not willing to leave office is a predicament indeed. And there are two reasons. The first reason is the motive of entering government is a questionable motive. And secondly, there is no plan. Most of our leaders do not have succession plans, and we have seen this. You realize that a party will be there, and the only person that is allowed to aspire for presidency is the person who is the president. That is the problem. If our leaders would be a president today, if Comrade Stephen Nyirenda decides to be a president today, tomorrow he must already have next in line. He must already identify among his people who looks to have an agenda. It may be many people, and say, okay, you look like you have the potential. You want to be a leader. This is the best way to go about it. All right, and begin to support those people. In short, we must have a leadership development program in every political party. It is very dangerous, extremely dangerous, and it creates monsters who become dictators at the end of the day. We have seen this, and there's no hiding. In some parties, all right, in some parties, you do not aspire for presidency. Once you do that, you are a threat to the president. And so, after that person is, when the term reaches, you say, no, it was not my term, I want another term.
We are not just going to change if we remain spectators. We can change this country not just as spectators, not just as political vuvuzelas, not just as cadres hired for violence, not just as people who are there to push up other people on the political ladder to get to the positions where they want to be. We can change this country if we act not as spectators, but as citizens who are active participants in the political process. And when I talk about being an active participant in the political process, I'm not just talking about being a voter. Because by and large, you realize to say that as youths for a very long time, we've been relegated to the position of just being vuvuzelas and voters who vote for those people who are well empowered with finances. By the way, finances is one of the key challenges which youths are facing in this country. I'm not ashamed to say that as I was coming to this studio, I wasn't driving, I had to use the public transport. So imagine, you're a candidate, you're in the thick of a campaign, and you don't even have a vehicle. Those are real challenges which youths face. But having said that, challenges are there to be overcome, and I can say that coming from the largest political party, led by President Hakainde Hichilema, the incoming president of the Republic of Zambia, I can say that the UPND is very much committed to not only adopting youth candidates, but also empowering these candidates, not only in terms of finances, but also in terms of skills empowerment. We have a robust training program for the youths in the UPND in order to ensure to say that we build leaders, not just cadres who are going to take over leadership position for the purposes of looting Mukula, for the purposes of inflating contracts, fire tenders, roads, name it. No, we want leaders, young leaders who are going to be responsible. And finally, Comrade Moderator, I do not believe that age itself or being young is a qualification for leadership. I'm one of the young people who are against those young people who think that being young is a qualification for leadership. No. The qualification for leadership is the idea, the commitment, and the zeal that you exhibit as a youth who wants to participate in the development of a country. Being young without ideas does not qualify.